Welcome to LFC Transfer Hub. Virgil van Dijk blasts Gabriel Martinelli after Connor Bradley Liverpool injury. Doesn't look great. Arsenal's Gabriel Martinelli should face FA action, as Dominic Szoboszlai reminder rings true. Now details. Virgil van Dijk says everyone at Liverpool is with Connor Bradley, and the Reds captain has criticised Arsenal's Gabriel Martinelli for his reaction to the defender's injury. Bradley pulled up with what is now feared to be a potentially serious issue in stoppage time, as he attempted to hook clear the ball during the 0-0 draw at the Emirates. Martinelli was panned for trying to push the Northern Ireland international off the pitch after initially throwing the ball at him. Bradley left London on crutches with Liverpool fearing the worst, and the Arsenal winger took to social media in the early hours of Friday to reveal he had reached out to apologise to the right-back. The incident saw the Brazil international slammed by Sky Sports pundits Roy Keane, Daniel Sturridge and Gary Neville, and left many Reds players furious at the time. And Van Dijk has insisted it was poor from Martinelli. "It is pretty obvious for you guys to analyse it from clips," said the Liverpool skipper. "For us it goes pretty quickly. The long ball came, Connor is challenging for it, he falls down on the pitch and obviously Martinelli pushes him off the pitch and our players reacted. We all came together, and we had no clue what really happened, but it doesn't look great and it doesn't look great on Martinelli either. We are focusing on Connor now. He will have medical tests coming up in the next 24 hours, and we will have to adapt." Everyone was unhappy at that moment. It was just a couple of players, but everyone, and rightly so because Connor was on the pitch, and to be pushing him off the pitch is not really a good sight. Our thoughts are with Connor, first and foremost. Hopefully it is not the worst, but it doesn't look great. Other than that, our game plan was outstanding in my opinion. We let their centre-backs have the ball, because we felt like they wouldn't be able to come up with an ID, and that is why they didn't create many chances against us. It doesn't look great, but you can come out and try to go 1v1 and take the risk. But we all know a game is 90 minutes, and at a certain point, we would have the space to play, and that is what happened in the second half. We were outstanding with the ball. It felt like it could have been more than a point, but I am very proud of the guys against a team that is very much in form. The Reds failed to have a shot on target for the first time in a game since 2010. The result means the Gunners remain 14 points clear of the defending champions, as Arne Slot's side extended their winless 2026 to 3 games after 3 successive draws. Van Dijk, though, says he was pleased with how the team adapted against a league-leading Arsenal, who are unbeaten at home this term, adding, "It is absolutely a fact that we are still champions, until someone else is. Listen, we have had very good performances throughout the season, but not for 90 minutes. We have been very inconsistent, and consistency is the key to being successful, and that has been proven. That is what we had last year, and unfortunately in that sense we haven't been good enough. The only thing we can do is try and get it back, and every 3 or 4 days we have an opportunity to do that, but we also need consistency and no injuries, and that is unfortunately part of the game, and we are dealing with that as well. If you play for Liverpool, you have to play with confidence, and still be confident even if it has been a very inconsistent season. There is an opportunity every 3 or 4 days. You want to go out there and enjoy yourself, but also to show your quality with every moment that you have, and there was a lot of noise around this game, and a lot of talk around this game, and we managed everything pretty well, and we had the biggest chance in the end with the ball on the crossbar. Winning breeds confidence and always helps, but we are in a position where we don't want to be. We are the current champions. It has been a very inconsistent and difficult season so far, and that is something I am personally not happy with, and we are not happy with as a team, as a club, but the only ones that can turn that around is us with the manager, and that is what we work hard on each and every day. I have the belief, and I am fully confident we have the players and staff to turn it around. Arsenal's Gabriel Martinelli should face FA action, as Dominic Szoboszlai reminder rings true. Arne Slot and Mikel Arteta both sought not to pour fuel on the flames of Gabriel Martinelli's mindless reaction to Connor Bradley. The damage, though, had already been done. Now Liverpool are left waiting to discover if the luckless right-back faces another extended spell on the sidelines after providing further evidence top opposition brings out his best. There is simply no excuse, no mitigation for Martinelli first kicking the ball at the stricken Bradley and then pushing him off the pitch, potentially further exacerbating his knee injury. Sure, the Arsenal substitute was frustrated. Most of the Emirates was as Liverpool comfortably coped with the home team's underwhelming attacking intent, but there's a line and Martinelli crossed it. He was fortunate to not be sent off. Small wonder the furious response from the Reds players, who, in retrospect, deserve credit for not showing their anger in more vehement fashion. Bradley's likely spell-out leaves Jeremy Frimpong as the most likely replacement, having again performed well here on the right wing, albeit lacking the final ball that has proven so profitable in recent weeks. And if Bradley deserves better, Martinelli merits greater censure. The Football Association must now act. Wirtz for where? So continues the magical mystery tour for Florian Wirtz at Liverpool this season. Having previously appeared as the number 10, on the right and more profitably on the left, here the 22-year-old found himself as one of the two false nines alongside Dominik Szoboszlai. At least that was the plan first half. But while defensively it allowed Liverpool plenty of cover in central areas, the system left the visitors too often missing a pressure-relieving outlet, with Wirtz and Szoboszlai helping out the rearguard action. While Wirtz did well to win possession on occasion, too much of his work before the break was in his own half, although Szoboszlai was the one Liverpool player to occasionally find space in behind the Arsenal midfield. Wirtz, though, had a strong claim for a penalty turned down by both referee Anthony Taylor and VAR John Brooks moments into the second half when taken out by Leandro Trossard. File under you've seen them given. Szoboszlai, meanwhile, wasn't quite able to repeat his free-kick heroics in the Anfield fixture earlier in the season, although he wasn't far away with one such effort second half. The Hungarian's tireless display underpinned his pre-game reminder that Arsenal aren't the champions yet, but Liverpool still are. Defence holds firm. That this was the first time in a Premier League game since March 2010 that Liverpool had failed to have a shot on target could easily be used as the latest stick with which critics could beat Arne Slot. Statistics, though, can often be shaped to serve any argument, and the Reds' boss could easily point to his team having now twice prevented Arsenal from scoring this season. While partly down to Liverpool's conservative tactical approach, it wouldn't have been possible but for some resolute defensive performances. Milos Kerkez had a tough opening half-hour up against the trick Bukayo Saka, but that the Arsenal winger was substituted long before the final whistle underlined, it was a battle eventually won by the Reds' left-back. At centre-back, Ibrahima Konate continued his welcome improvement, and Virgil van Dijk produced a number of key interventions, while goalkeeper Alisson Becker deserves credit for confident handling in tricky conditions. And a general awareness of Arsenal's set-piece threat meant the Gunners were restricted to just 3 corners, each of which prompted huge enthusiasm from the home crowd, if little reward. Next up for the Reds comes Barnsley in the FA Cup. Not managing a shot on target then would justify criticism,